A Vision for Student-Centered Learning in 2050, A Critical Reflection by Krista Hamilton. Future learners must move from passive and powerless consumers to active producers who are driven and have the ability to improve their skills and acquire new information and knowledge in order to become self-reliant and enabled. This type of citizen will be desired by employers of the future, as these skills will help citizens become lifelong learners who can flexibly respond to change, can proactively develop themselves, and thrive in collaborative learning and working environments. Skills such as problem solving, communication in different media, team working and ICT skills, management and leadership, adaptability, innovation and creativity, and learning to learn are increasing in value in the global market, and the education system will be forced to respond to this need. The future of education will also see a strong focus on participatory learning, the sharing of knowledge and collaborating virtually, as global businesses will require it. The role of 21st century education will be to train young people for jobs that don't exist yet, using technologies not yet invented. To meet these requirements of society and employment, a future focus for education will be on student-centered learning. A future in which students are able to pursue a personalized path of learning and can document those experiences to follow them throughout their lifetimes will better prepare them for their future. Learning is described as a journey that starts very early in life. It should keep learners inspired throughout their school years and enable them to create and follow their own personalized learning journey through to adulthood. Constructivist theory says that the learner constructs knowledge while they actively problem solve in a relevant context. Therefore, schools must teach learners how to create and help them learn how to deal with new and dangerous knowledge. To enhance and encourage this personal learning path, learning spaces will be created in which all learned personal knowledge, as well as new learning material, would be accessible in a personal digital learning space. In the ideal classroom of the future, all educators will recognize the value of flexible, personalized learning and will use technology to transform traditional lessons to support learners in their personal pathways. There will be a move toward designing personalized, learner-centered, problem-based experiences and environments that show differentiation among learners. This allows opportunities for personalization as students use their skills and interests to create work that has meaning to them. Problem-based learning will become easier to support in the classroom with the advent of new technologies and adapting of existing technologies. Learning objectives of the future will focus on abilities that can be gained through PBLs such as analytical and critical skills, problem solving, collaboration, negotiation, innovation, and self-management. As well, learning will be more active and connected to real life, and this will be achieved through technologies that will influence change and permit new ways of accessing, comprehending, and constructing knowledge. These technologies will also increase ways of establishing new connections between people. As students since 2000 have only known the digital age, they will be comfortable with future technology's capabilities in learning and will progress from passive student to active learner. Knowledge construction will occur within specially designed ICT-enabled environments that support hypothesis testing and simulation-based evaluation. Collaboration and creativity symbolize the paradigm shift that must take place in the future of education. The trend which will evolve from the digital communities of email and simple social networks will move to virtual worlds and the 3D internet, and much more refined social computing tools. Virtual worlds and games will be used as a tool for active learning and teaching problem-solving skills, and will be grounded from a student-centered perspective. Social networking games will empower young people all over the world to see the relevance in their learning, to come up with creative solutions to our most urgent social problems. These virtual worlds can be used in a multitude of ways, but one student-centered way is in the form of role-play scenarios. Students also will use ubiquitous computing, which will allow them to wander through the real world with wireless mobile devices, carrying the virtual world with them. They will be able to interact with objects in the real world. These technologies will allow users to construct their own knowledge rather than passively assimilate information. Virtual environments will support active, student-centered learning because they will allow education to go beyond what could be done in the real world. Scenarios for the future of student-centered learning can be imagined, such as a student and her classmates engaging in creative problem-solving activities by manipulating simulations in a virtual laboratory, and downloading and analyzing visualizations of real-time data from remote sensors. Focusing on just learners or just technology will not cause a shift to a learner-centered, technology-rich education system. A focus on understanding the unique identity of the learner will foster active learning, and incorporating technology as a tool could result in meaningful learning in the future.